Alright, hello folks, welcome back. Hopefully this intro is actually being recorded. I'm going to check something really quick. Let's see if it's... I have no idea. We'll find out, won't we? Hopefully this... Yes, it is. Okay, good. Anyway, welcome back folks. We're doing another one of these, and one of these specifically is some more historic Brawl. Today we're going to be doing Raphael, Fiendish Savior. This is a red-black tribal deck, effectively. There's a couple interesting things about it, but I'll just go over Raphael first because he pretty much lays it out. He's a 5-drop, 3 colorless, 1 black, 1 red with flying, and his effect is pretty simple. Other demons, devils, imps, and tieflings you control get +1/+1 and have lifelink. And at the beginning of each end step, if a creature card was put into your graveyard from anywhere this turn, create a 1/1 red devil creature token with, when this creature dies, it deals 1 damage to any target. So we're going to be doing this to effectively run a tribal list, except it's not going to be one tribe. It's those 3 ones that we've mentioned. Primarily demons, because there's a lot of them and they're nice chunky boys. But we also have devils, tieflings, and imps, in addition to those base 3. So it's a pretty straightforward list. I will be honest, I was having a lot of success with this list for a little bit, and then I decided to make some tweaks to it to try to improve it. That statistically should have been improvements, things like adding cards like Meathook Massacre and other control, and the deck got a lot worse. So I don't know if the matchmaking algorithm is just screwing me or went, okay, you were winning most of those games, we're going to pitch you against something that's actually fair now. It honestly could be either one. So I'm just going to run this. The other downside to this deck is, yeah, we're red-black, which means that if we run into Go Shintai, if we don't win by turn 5, we probably aren't going to. And right now, Go Shintai is, at least according to one of my friends, like 75% of the matchmaking pool. According to my data, somewhere between 15 to 25%, which is, you know, still a lot, like more than anything else. But it's not a good matchup. So we'll play a couple games with this deck, we'll see if it gets its thing off. I would say that the most interesting thing about this, and I'm sure that somebody who's more clever than me can find a way to use Raphael in order to do something really tricky revolving around milling yourself or something. What I found was that the neatest thing I could do with him was, usually most demons have pretty big effects in terms of like, oh, pay life or sacrifice something to do this. Alright, so this is an unkeepable hand. This is the other reason that this deck feels like it's been doing badly. As always, the list is directly below the video if you just want to see that. Which is, it can't seem to draw... Okay, here we go. Actual opening lands, removal, 3-drop, 4-drop, a bomb. Yes, I will keep this. Dragon Skull, we'll do Canyon Slow, because we can do that into Guildsworn. His 2-drop will probably be something that comes in with a +1/+1. No, it's going to be Gallad Readers, same difference. Dragon Skull into Guildsworn. I'm going to try to avoid committing too much to the board right now. Let me just move that over, because I'm thinking I will probably have to wipe it pretty quickly with Meathook, but that may not be an option. Okay, he might also let me do some building, so I should expect the drop next turn. I'll play Sin Prodder. I don't want to if I let him get free lands, this just simply won't go well. So we're going to minimize the amount of stuff that he can get out of it. Maybe I should have done Fable the Mirror Breaker, but we'll see. Whoa, hold up. What is this version of Kodama's art? This is some sweet shit. I like this. This is cool. I will trade 2 for 2. But I'll give him 2 lands. He's probably fine with that. Yep, Snakeskin Veil. He gets 2 more lands. I get problems. What do I do here? Probably Fable the Mirror Breaker for treasure generation next turn. Though the fact that he spent the Snakeskin Veil on Gala and not Kodama means I think right now he's only set up to grab 1 more land. This is still pretty bad, honestly. 5 and 3 is not... Oh, please put it... Well, this is pretty bad either way. I need to pull a board wipe. I don't have one. We're just going to take a beating for the moment. I feel like this card gets a lot of use in a lot of decks, really. Who's not doing anything for me right now? Asmodeus won't be doing anything this turn, and Hidetsugu won't survive another turn of pumping, so I could do Raphael and set up for... Could do Doom Whisperer. Let's try this. This way, at least if I don't lose this turn, I can Doom Whisperer and try to dig for something. We'll have to see, though. He's up 9 land to my 5. And even if I burn for 4, that's not a huge amount. Do I think he's sitting on lethal? Probably. Okay, yep, that pumps it up to a 5. But do we see it go to 6? Vigilance, the creatures you control have Vigilance, and it'll transform, so he'll be swinging in with 10 to my... Well, there's no reason not to block it and force him to do this, because I'm either going to pull a card that I need out of the top of my deck in the next several off of this where I'm not. Yep, okay. It's an 8/8. Is he going to do anything else? No. Okay, so we're going to be taking 2 damage, which means we can go digging for... Probably not you, actually. That's not enough. There's only 1 card that gets me out of this. There it is. Alright. Yeah? Is it good game? Is it? Should I go grab another... So let's see. So if I go grab another treasure token, it'd be 5 to each. That's not quite enough. If I... What I can do is... Is there any reason... There's no reason to not grab the treasure token. It's the most straightforward thing that I should be doing first. Yeah. So, yeah, buddy, I don't have any intention of just straight up throwing the game to you. Sorry. You want to win, you're going to have to actually fight me. Except, so that is Trample. I don't get a top deck removal. I'm pretty hosed. Right? That's 1/1 for each land. Is he going to put that into my hand? Can I combo enough things together to do some bullshit? Probably not. I think that's out. Can I draw cards? Nope, that's not going to get me cards. Not going to get me cards. Technically could get me a card. It's worth a shot, but I think I already threw away my Baleful Mastery, which was my best out there. That's how it goes. Let me just make sure. I'm pretty sure that this is all... Yes. Excellent stream. Stream like nobody's watching. I still lose, but hey, I'm gonna kill your stupid dinosaur with me. I lost my life, but you lost the dinosaur. Who's the real loser? Alright, we'll go for game 2. Play 40 lands. The downside is that wasn't even, like, a bad opening hand, right? That had all the right tools. But... Oh, come on. Yeah, there was a point where this deck was doing well, and then the matchmaking algorithm went, you should be faced into the first sliver. Alright, this is pretty bad. I want at least 3 lands. This is not great, but a lot better. 2 or more lands. I'll do that. Enters tapped. Turn 2. We'll do Mayhem Patrol. This is first sliver, so I don't think we have to worry about... Should I blitz this? Probably not. If I'm not planning to blitz it, I don't have a 3-drop. It does have Menace, so it'll hit faster. Since I'm not blitzing it, we'll just play it normally. I'm trying to figure out... Maybe I should have done Graph Reaver. We'll see. Okay. Haunted Ridge. Hit him for 2. Graph Reaver doesn't fit the tribe, but he's in here as a Planeswalker removal in body form, basically, right? Mayhem Patrol does fit the tribe since Devils. Now, if I can get one more land, we'll be in business, because he probably doesn't have removal for both Doom Whisperer and Raphael. That's my hope, at least. Changeling Outcast. Not quite what I was looking for, but hey, we're going to play it anyway. I should have waited until... I have a lot of bad play patterns. I wonder if that's something I should work on. Maybe if I want to be a big-name Magic the person. What is this card sleeve? Is this a... So that's got to be a card sleeve from... That's a Capenna card sleeve. I just don't know what... The gun doesn't really tell me, and I don't know who the four-armed people are. So it's Capenna, he's wearing blue, which means it could be... Could be Maestros? Might be Maestros. Interesting. So he does not have... They don't have what they want in their hands. Okay. Forsworn Paladin. Not what I'm looking for. Will do the job. I would like some land. Oh, I should do full control. I can't generate treasure with Forsworn Paladin until next turn anyway, so we may as well take the extra damage and keep chipping. Changeling Outcast. Let's see what he's going to get. Our best bet right now is to try to outrun him. That might be difficult. What the okay. Yeah, our best bet is... neither of those are flyers. Do I just commit to face? I could get rid of Sentinel Sliver. Okay, sorry, I need to think for a hot moment. I don't know how many slivers get lifelink, but he hasn't played any yet, so presumably he's either saving them for the Cascade or he doesn't have them. Right now, I can pump Changeling Outcast to a 3/3 every turn that he can't block. Okay, I think I see the path forward. I think it's treasure. You'll see why in a moment. So we're gonna do... Alright, we're gonna do this. And now, if he wants to block Mayhem Patrol, he has to double block it, which means he has to give up Sentinel Sliver. He can't do anything about Changeling Outcast. Yeah, he's gonna take the damage. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could hit him for 5 this turn. And then just... What I want is Raphael to pump my other 2 and Changeling Out. Let's see. So I could have hit him for 5, right? But then I'd be on 4 lands next turn. Not, you know, assuming I don't draw another land. Okay, that's... But... Again, that doesn't actually... That could be a problem. So now he might hit his... Did he hit... Nope, he hit Esper Sentinel. Okay. So right now it's looking like Changeling... What I need him to not hit... Okay, that's still fine. Yeah. He's at 5 life. 1, 2, 3, 4. I need 1 more damage. Is he just gonna go face? Presumably that's the right choice. If I pull 1 more land, I can win next turn. That's not a land. I'm going to be 1 mana short of what I need for lethal. So now I need to stall. Next turn, he's going to have 14 to throw back at my face, so I need to block. Probably with that. He's going to have a minimum, so I can't block 7. I take 7, go down to 8, block 1, 8, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. I don't think I have much else of a choice. If I hit him for 3 this turn and I kill him next turn. If this doesn't work, it doesn't work. Yeah, let's do this. Like, I either have the damage to do this or I don't. It's just going to be that simple. And now at least he can't pump a shock and he can't pay life to do anything, really. But if he has the damage, I lose. Lava Belly. Son of a bitch. Okay. Oh, and that gives him enough to heal up, and now he's out of lethal range. Changeling Outcast, yep. I think that's game. I think he probably should have done that damage to Forsworn Paladin, but what do I know? Oh, no, that's just insult to injury. So I would need 5 damage, which I simply do not have a way of getting. Yeah, I really think you should have cleared my 2 blockers, but maybe you're just that confident? One card I've been thinking about crafting that I think I might have added to this deck, but I'm not sure if I remember did it just yet, was Languish. Okay, so I have to block the 8-drop, right? It doesn't have trample. Yeah, sure. So right now I'm going to take 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I don't see any reason to give up more than I have to. So I need 4 damage. That's too little too late. I don't have a swamp. If that had entered tapped, still would have been... Well... Thank you, matchmaking algorithm. Very cool. I've got 2 views. I'm sorry whoever accidentally clicked on this. We'll see what the next one is going to be. Flare Sliver. Mate, you have lethal. If he does that, yeah, no. Sorry. I'm not obligated to sit here while you cascade around. For anyone who doesn't know, I will play games out unless, and there's a big unless, which is if they have clear lethal, which means if I'm tapped out with no cards in hand and no way to draw, then I'll concede on stream. I'll concede way sooner than that off stream, but on stream, I try to play stuff out and be sportsmanlike. But that doesn't mean I'm obligated to sit there while you Swords to Plowshares my tapped out unblocker while I'm at 2 life. This is decent. This is decent. I like this. I will keep. Alright. Probably Snow Mountain into Kinslow. Yeah. Snow-covered mountain into Footlight Fiends. This is probably White Weenie Enchantments. It's Ilia. This is another more common. I don't think of it as a common commander, but statistically it's a common commander. If that doesn't make any sense to you, what I mean is I don't think of it as a card that I'm like, oh man, I'm playing against this card again. I hate playing against this card. It happens every day. It's more just like this is a card that showed up more often than certain other things when I was actually keeping track of my games for a bit. Search for Zeneca, yeah. This person's probably going to stabilize. Destroy target artifact, creature, or enchantment. I'm a moron. Okay, Gadrak it is. Gadrak is in here mostly to serve as a target for Ob Nixilis and as just an early, like, sort of sack flyer, right? Since we can have some token production. Maybe one of these games I play I will actually... What? Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. So next turn we should see Elela, Artful Provocateur, come out. And I should probably just bedevil it and be done with it. Key. I'm actually kind of fine with that. He has the colors, right? So there's not much point in doing much else for a 4-drop. We'll just do Bloodsky Massacre. And we'll keep chipping. I think this is lifelink, which is probably why they're not too worried. Between Search for a Zeneca and the rest of the stuff, they can pretty handily chip stuff down. Oh, I think I see it. They want... Yeah, they want Elspeth Conquers Death so that they can sack Tragic Poet to fetch it back and cast it a second time. Can I do anything to screw with them about that? I could bedevil next turn, but that feels like such a waste of mana. Maybe I should just burn this down. It's got menace. You can't stop it. If I burn Elela, he'll get Elela back. If I burn the Tragic Poet, my dude dies and there's nothing, but I should just burn Elela. Yeah. This way I get the Tragic Poet, I get 1 more mana for 6 on the next turn, and he'll just... Yeah. That was a fast response. I'm amazed he declined that relatively. Usually people need a moment to think. But yeah, he'll get Elela back with the 1-drop. Now, I have to hope that he doesn't have a huge amount of counter spells, because I'm kind of banking on being able to do Rakdos and winning a coin flip. Alternately, maybe I should just Crux of Fate. Nah, that's too mainstream. That's what they do. When they get jealous, they confuse it. Let's do it. Coin flips. This is 100% luck, 0% skill, 100% reasons that success I never will have. Show status stopped. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 to 4. I wonder if he'll just replay Elela instantly. Probably. What do I do into that? Probably Raphael. Oh. Yeah, I guess he has to. That's interesting. That's not a May. I should Player sacrifices a creature. I wonder which one I'm going to give up. Doesn't lose its typing, though, which is important to me. I could do Raphael or I could do Asmodeus. He's out of cards in hand. Next turn I have to discard a card, and he gets a Chunky Lad. Poor decision time. Rakdos can't block. That's probably the biggest weakness of Black-Red, is that there's so many like enchantments right now. I feel in the historic Brawl meta, Black-Red can't touch them. There's just no way. We'll give up Varragoth. Next turn he gets to resurrect somebody. I wonder who he's gonna actually get. I was him. The easy choice would be Tragic Poet. The clever choice would be my dude. I don't have the black mana. Oh, I'm a moron. Oops. I don't have the black mana to draw with Asmodeus. Okay, thanks, buddy. I appreciate you. I appreciate that. I should probably hold stuff and just... Here's what we're gonna do. I wonder if he's going to grab back. Okay. He has the black mana to do it. I'm not sure that was 100% the right... I guess he's got so many cards. He probably knows what he's doing. It's just that until he kills Asmodeus, he can't actually get more cards. And I don't really have to kill him. I just have to beat you. So... What's my next draw going to be? Yep, I will leave that there. Like... Until you come up with a way to get Asmodeus killed, I don't have to stop to do much. Also, you're not going to draw any more cards. So, you know, there is that. I feel like that is maybe not fantastic for him. Now, the correct play for him is probably to play his commander, generate a chump blocker in the air, but he does need to think of a way to kill Asmodeus, or to just butcher me down very quickly, because if he doesn't, he is in big trouble. That would do it. Meathook Massacre for 6, right? Now, there's an unfortunate reality here, and that is that I know what the top draw on my deck is. Because I put it there a turn ago. So, yeah. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. I don't think I ever won a single game of PUBG. Like, not once. I didn't play a ridiculous amount, but I never won. Oh, cool. Blue-black artifacts. An ever-favorable matchup for... Okay, actually, this is... One second. So, one card that I have started including because I think it's just kind of good in black is Tainted Remedy. I haven't had it do too much yet, but I think that there are a lot of decks out there right now that rely on, especially anything that tries to do, we'll do Haunted Ridge to start, anything that tries to do really big, splashy, like cast a billion spells in a turn to gain a bunch of life to use that, what is it, Aetheromancer or whatever. We've now got Power Word Kill, which is good. Turn 3 will be... Okay. I would like to have multiple Ob Nixilises. But I would like to have one Ob Nixilis just out there doing stuff even more than I'd like to have lots of them. So I'm just going to start chipping him for life. And then next turn will be Tainted Remedy, probably. Yeah. So we'll do Canyon Slow. We're just going to chip him. Tainted Remedy. Let's see if he's got the counterspell or the removal for Ob Nixilis. So now Tezzerek's ridiculous life gain is not as instantly awesome. It's a little worse. Not a lot worse, but a little. And we do have Power Word Kill. So he can't +2 as quickly on Tezzerek. Interesting. Grim Hireling or Raphael. This doesn't have Menace. This is a flyer in the air, and Functions of the Lord will do that. Hopefully, I've got enough stuff here that it'll force him. His choices must have been pretty awful. Maybe this is just an infinite combo deck and I've misread it. It might be that. I might have misread this and missed my window. When I should have summoned a 1/1 to be chipping. Let's do this. Oh, you know what this might be? This might just be ramp into Eldrazi. I'm just going to keep doing this. If it is just ramp into what's-his-face, I'm going to be in trouble. Oh, but Graf Reaver is actually a pretty perfect top deck there. Yep. Whenever you cast spells, mate, you are going to lose life. And that's the concede. Cleaned out! We'll go to, I think this is game 4 or so. Oh, cool. Another copy of a card that I already have. We'll go to the next game. It's like 6:30. I still want to go running today. I've, like, eaten all the food that I'm supposed to eat for the day because I'm, like, out of calories, which is unfortunate. I don't know. I can think of a lot of reasons to not go running, and that's why I feel like I really do need to go running. It's Kodama again, but we have a slightly better opening hand this time. We'll see, I guess. Yeah, so... the proper call here is probably to save Power Word Kill for Kodama on 3. But he's going to accelerate a billion times faster than I can do anything. Maybe he doesn't. Alright, we'll do that next. End turn. Crawling Barrens. Yeah. So let's do this. Put Kodama back in the casting zone. I might do Gadrak next turn. That is a swamp, right? So Castle Lockbling will enter untapped. I'll do Gadrak. He can serve as kind of a beefy blocker. Nothing else, he might cause him to slow down. He can't do Kodama and swing with Pelt in one turn. Tireless Tracker, yep. Generate a treasure token. No, generate a clue. What is that order that I just got played into? Alright, but we're going to have 6, so now our goal shifts. It's just, how long can we stall this out? Because we'll have Blood on the Snow. Nefarious Imp will let us... Oh, you know what it is? He doesn't care about order. No, I still think he should have done that in the other order. He should have done Gala Greeters into Tireless Tracker, into the land. Yeah, that order just can't be right. There's no reason to make the clue token first. Alright. Yeah, he'll put a 1-1 on Gala Greeters, most likely. Yes? Now we can go to combat. We can't sack a clue, so we get one more turn. Do I just play Graven Archfiend for a 4-5? Demonic Pact, I don't think I can win the game in 5 turns. Maybe I can. In 3 turns. So next turn would be Demonic Graven Archfiend, sack the Nefim. Next turn is Blood on the Snow. Grab back the Archfiend again. No, I don't think that's the right call. I think the right call is this. Does this have reach? Yes, it does. Does anybody else have reach? No, they don't. Because since we're planning to Blood on the Snow, will I be able to get 1, 2, 3, 4... I can only fetch a 4-drop. So it'll probably end up being Gadrak, actually. This is going to be his big pump turn, hopefully? Okay. Please make somebody real big. Okay, I'm planning to reset the board, and he doesn't have a huge amount of mana, so let's not give him an inch, because he can't actually get both. And this way he doesn't get a land, and I get a scry. Yes, I want that, because that'll give me a 5. Do I reset this turn? I think I do, right? I can get back Raphael, because now I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 snow lands, yes. So, next to combat, does he have any other reaches? No. Next to combat, swing with everybody to start. I'll probably throw damage into his face, I think. He's tapped out, yes. There's no source of mana, so the damage, 1 damage goes to his face. That's fine there. Destroy all creatures. Pay with 5 snow. Pull back Raphael. stay there. End turn, I get a 2, now we're sitting on 6. Alright, let's go. Let's see how this is going to work out. Questing Beast, that's a bit of a problem, but oh, he'll turn it into a 5, right? That's not enough of a problem yet, actually. 5 gets turned into a 6, but that doesn't get reach, right? So we're still sitting a little comfy. And he can't punch with that, so now might be the right turn to no blocks. Now is probably the right turn if I'm going to do it. To crack out that dude. Alright, so this is currently what, 7 to recast? He's 1 off. No, he'll have it next turn. Okay. But I think I just need to end this game as quickly as possible. I'm gonna do more black. Does this have reach? Vigilance, Death Touch, H, Vigilance. Nothing here has reach. We will blitz you in. Yeah, this should be fine. Blitz that in. You know, the right call. This will go in. He will block it. This will go in. He will block it with the other 2, and the trade will be basically the same. So instead, better choice. Graven Archfiend. Do I sack the Mayhem Patrol? Here? 3-3 going in. No. Okay, so I got 5. Let's try this. I don't think he can protect against this super effectively. I got 5 damage coming in, 2 will swing, 2 into 2, he has to block and get the Pollen Bright. Yep. He's now down to 9. I guess deal 1 damage, I'll deal it to him. Okay, I got the Meteor Golem for next turn, so that changes things. We're just going to do Graven Archfiend, we're going to decline, submit 0. I'm seeing on a 5-6, 2-2. And a fair amount of stuff going into hopefully the last turn, or almost last turn of this game. And since he transformed the Gnarled Grove Strider, he sacks a clue, goes down. I think we're safely out of... Yeah, he's digging. They're digging. I don't think they're going to find it. They could find Destroy... They could find Nihilia's thing, which is deal X damage to creatures with flying, but... It doesn't look like it. Looks like that'll be game. No block. We'll take a hit. Vigilance, Vigilance. Yeah, that's reach. That's game. Good game. GG's. And we will be going into the next game. I think this might be one of the last ones for today. We'll see. We'll do a couple more. We got 3 stream views. They lasted almost 2 minutes in both cases. I gotta figure out how to be a better streamer. So it's interesting because some people, I don't think they have a gift for it. I think it's probably a skill that you learn, but it's something like just being able to talk to folks and to keep their attention in an interesting way. I didn't even look at this. So it's Nisos. This is probably land ramp. We'll open with Malice. I'm going to keep that there, even though that's a little sketchy. We don't have a 2-drop. So we should probably expect to see Nisa on turn 3. Grow from Ashes. Yep. I wonder, is this an improvement over Cultivate? Probably not. No, I think Cultivate is still better, but... Alright. But at least we have a board wipe. Which, now that I think about it, we are running into a... Oh, mate, why would you do that? Because you're not going to play Liliana, you're playing it from Planeswalker. Fair enough. What do you do? Reanimate, board wipe. Alright, we'll do Sin Prodder. What is that? -7. Oh, that's not great. It might have been a mistake to leave Blood Money on top. We'll just have to see. But I just figured this was going to be a very aggressive creature-based deck, and it might be better to have the 2. Okay, well now Nissa's definitely coming out. Yep. There's one. So this is probably... I think I misread this. I thought this was going to be land ramp, but I think this is self-mill. Not just land ramp 5. He can't... They still can't pull anything back. Oh, man. Jerk. That would have been useful if you moved on my turn. Alright, hey, there's a 4th land. Well, you spent your removal spell, so I'm going to do this. You're also... Oh no, you're going to be able to do Kogla. I don't like that. Hopefully they will commit to board wiping, but more likely... Nope. More likely they'll do that. I'm still 3 turns off Blood Money, which is real bad. Yeah, so I guess this is Planeswalker-powered Reanimator. Okay, cool. Good to know. I misread this archetype really badly. What do I do to stall for turns? Yeah, there's just very little good options. Doesn't have a human, but he can just reanimate whenever he wants, basically. Yeah, this feels pretty over. Alright, so then probably mill yourself with Ren, pull back more targets with the other 2. Yeah, that's probably game. Shit. Yeah, Blood Money was a mistake. If this was a real life game, this is where I would be looking at the last card in my deck to see if it would have made like a big difference. Ooh, Yarok. Alright. Sometimes I can outpace slower Yarok decks. This... I'm mulliganing this. I should have kept that one. I'm mulliganing again. Okay. Why did I do that? If I don't draw a land... This next card is not a land, I might just be out of this game like that. Very disappointing. Okay, I prefer that you didn't get to ramp as much as you like, so no ring for you. Because now we at least we can set up Ob Nixilis with a copy for 2/2, or we can Lannery into some other stuff, or we can Deadly Dispute. 3 lands, we can actually start doing stuff, but we're now also a turn behind perpetually, which is not great. Okay, he won't block it, so let's go hit him for a free 2. cast with Casualty. Create the 1/1 so that we have a body, and then we'll start the engine. Ob Nixilis is just such a good card. If you have a deck that can play his colors. That's an interesting card to do. Okay. Huh. Well, this game just took a weird direction. This game just took a really aggressive direction. Is he gonna just blow this up and then try to kill my... That's gonna be it, right? I think there's more value in doing this. Because I at least get one. That's cool. I haven't seen Filigree attempted before. I think this is another situation. This is another classic. I don't actually know what deck I think I'm playing against. I think I do, but I don't. One extra treasure versus one extra treasure versus 4 extra life. Also, the ability to annoy him a bit more. I like annoying people. Yeah, I've misread. This is Artifact ETB, isn't it? Yep. Yep, this is some form of Artifact ETB. I misread this archetype. Okay. Can I still brawl my way out of this? Maybe? We'll have to see. Why don't you Sin Prodder? Since I'm doing the Sin Prodder, we may as well also do Strike It Rich. Okay, so he's going to have the life, so trying to win the chip war is not going to work out in my favor. Ooh. Okay, so I gotta say, this is actually probably one of the cooler Yarok decks that I've encountered. Most of the time, this deck is just kind of an obnoxious pain to play against that I think is kind of dumb, if I'm being 100% honest. This seems kind of clever. Thank you. Does this have reach? It does not. This is Menace. You are tapped out. Does it have trample? It does not. Yeah. Oh, he's scrying to set up for the food to see if it's something he wants. Nope, not what he was looking for. Probably looking for removal. Not what he's looking for. So what are you going to do now? If you sack the food, you're out of mana for the turn. Sin Prodder's a neat card because it actually has some cool synergy with like big demons. Since they pay the most life to get rid of it. Like right now he can just put it there and take no damage. But so let's do this. Okay. Gets a billion food tokens, but you have got no mana to sack those, mate. Do you have reach? I think that's lethal. I think I just do this. And hit for lethal. Hey! There we go. Do I want to do one more game? How long have we been streaming? Just about an hour? That seems like a good time to actually stop for today. Let me go... 1 second. So I've got my new setup. Wow, I don't know. You know what? Fuck it. I like my hat. Yeah, I look like a dweeb. You know what? I'll probably always look like a dweeb. I should probably just embrace that. Or just be like, you know what? Maybe I look what other people call like a dweeb. It's just gonna be me. Alright. Tier list for Baldur's Gate. Let me add an image. This is going to be Raphael, the most famous Ninja Turtle. Oh, except I wonder if I can change that. That must be a setting. OBS is open source, right? I bet I can mod that in. There we go. We'll just move that on over. Cool. Switch over to this. Okay, so Raphael, where do I want to put him? He's not bad. He's not bad by any means. I think he's a decent semi-tribal commander. He's a little highly costed. I think he probably does a lot better in actual commander where you have a bigger pool of cards to pull from, because I feel like this archetype of demons, devils, imps, tieflings, their weakness is... I'm probably generalizing a little bit here, so I apologize if I'm getting this wrong. Usually the downside to those cards is that you have to pay life in order to use any of their big effects, right? And so Raphael's sort of neat turn-off slash gimmick slash whatever you want it to be. His trade-off is that, hey, he actually lets all these cards that normally don't have any way of really getting a lot of life or make you pay life to do cool stuff, he can get your life back. But we are not rating him in Commander. We are rating him in Historic Brawl. I'm going to say B tier. And as for why, I'm just looking at his competition, and that seems about the right place for him, right? He's semi-situational, useful, you have to build the deck around him, and it's maybe not the strongest thing ever, but at least it's interesting. It's definitely not as bad as something as Kaga, or Lulu, or Wilson, but it doesn't have the, like, stopping power, dodging power, or just general sort of comes out quickly, hits hard of something like Jaheira, or Lae'zel, or Imoen. And it's definitely not like S tier. It's not up there with Viconia. So I'm going to say, Raphael, you get a deserved spot in B tier. I think that sounds about right. Not a bad card, just not Like, that's sort of what B tier is, right? B tier is all of the not bad cards, but these cards just aren't... They aren't quite powerful enough to be like, yeah, this is great. Now, and some things are, like, conditional, right? Like, Jaheira is an A tier purely because every single other game is Go Shintai. And Jaheira enables a playstyle that lets you punch around Go Shintai while also being in blue-green, which is a pretty favorable set of colors. And she comes out quickly and can punch people even in games where you're not using her to get rid of artifacts. So she's just... This is a card that's good because of the meta with Jaheira, but... And then Raphael would probably be better if there were more tribals, or if there was more changelings. The other thing is that since his tribe isn't like a single tribe of cards, right? It's not just elves or something generic, it's 3 separate ones. I don't feel like you can really build around him into a single tribe the way you might for other stuff. You can't do stuff like the creature pillar or other things that would be really useful. But yeah, that's Raphael. This was a pretty fun deck, honestly. I liked it. It did a lot better at one point, but I'm glad I got to show it off and do a few wins. I'll be doing more games. I know I'll be doing another stream of this on Friday, so if you want to see that, please subscribe and check it out. If you got comments, feedback, thoughts, stuff ways I can improve my presentation or my speaking or any of that sort of suggestions, as always, please let me know in the comments. I do want to get better at this stuff. Or if there's just like decks you'd like to see or something like that, also please let me know. I just do historic Brawl pretty much, but if there's a commander you want to see played that I haven't done yet, please do it. We've got Dominaria coming up, so I might do a... I'll be honest, making like random videos where you're just like, oh, this card's good, oh, this card's bad, and just like randomly speculating, it's a ton of fun. Like, it's a good feeling, and it's easy to make. So I will probably make one of those because I believe the Dominaria spoilers are now out. But that's all I've got, so I'm going to end the stream here. Take care of yourselves, and until next time, I'll see you then.